iostudy.net.
Hello everyone, it's Danielle, and in this video we're going to learn about the past perfect tense. What is it and when to use it? So as you can see here, we have the mind map, where we can talk about the usage of the past perfect tense, the form, and some signs of when to use the past perfect tense. So let's first talk about the usage, when to use the past perfect tense. So we use the past perfect tense for an action before a specific time in the past, and an action that happened before another one in the past. So let's look at some examples of this rule. Number 1, I had gone to school before 6 a.m. yesterday, and she had come back to her hometown before June last year. So as you can see, both of these are an action before a specific time in the past. Now let's look at an action that happened before another one in the past. Examples. Before I came, he had listened to the radio. And the train had left when we arrived at the station. So both of these are examples of the past perfect tense, where an action happened before another one in the past. Now let's look at some signs of when to use the past perfect tense. Here are some words that you see and you know that we're using the past perfect tense: before, after, and when. So here are some examples using both. Before I went shopping, I had gone swimming. And after I had a big breakfast, I went to school. Okay, so those were some signs on when to use the past perfect tense and how to use it. So now let's go to the other side. We'll talk about the form. So how to form the past perfect tense. We have positive form, negative form, and question form. So let's first look at positive. The form for positive sentences is subject plus had plus verb in the past participle plus object. For example, I had studied English before you moved to New York. And I had gone back to bed before he went back home. Okay, so that was the positive form, and now let's look at the negative form. Subject plus had plus not plus past participle plus object. So, for example, negative form. The plane had not taken off when I came to the airport. And they hadn't finished their lunch when I saw them. So these are both negative form of the past perfect tense. Let's go on to the question form. So here's the form. Had plus subject plus verb past participle plus object question mark. Here are the examples. Had the film ended when you arrived at the cinema? And had she watered the flowers when you came? So these are both the question form, as you can see, of the past perfect tense. So here is your completed mind map for the past perfect tense. You can always come back to this to refer to. Now let's move on to the outline. So as you can see here, we have the past perfect tense outline. You can scroll through this outline to see further examples, sentences, and further explanations for how to use the past perfect tense. And once you're finished reading that, you can take the test to test your knowledge. So in the next video, we're going to take the test on the past perfect tense. So thank you for joining me in this video where we looked at the mind map and the outline of the past perfect tense. So I will see you again in the next video where we take the test. Thank you and goodbye.